Jerusalem, Israelis stepped into the streets without masks on Sunday for the first time in a year, a key milestone as the country vaccinates its way out of a coronavirus nightmare. "It's very strange, but it's very nice," said Eliana Gomulka, 26, after getting off a bus near the busy Jerusalem shopping boulevard of Jaffa Street and removing her face covering. "You can't pretend that you don't know anyone anymore," she smiled. With over half the population fully vaccinated in one of the world's fastest anti-COVID-19 inoculation campaigns, the health ministry announced on Thursday that masks would no longer be required in public outdoor spaces. For Gomulka, a project manager, the good news came at the perfect time, just 2 weeks before her wedding. "It will be very nice to celebrate with everyone, now without masks," she said. "The pictures will be great. I'm very relieved. We can start living again." The vaccination of close to 5 million people has sent Israel's coronavirus caseload tumbling from some new infections per day as recently as mid-January, to around 200 cases a day. That has allowed the reopening of schools, bars, restaurants and indoor gatherings, although masks are still required in indoor public spaces. And even before Health Minister Yuli Edelstein's announcement came into effect, punters in the popular bars of Jerusalem's Mahan Yehuda market were mask-free and smiling on Thursday evening. Yet on Sunday, office worker Esther Molka said she wasn't quite ready to let down her guard. "We are allowed, but I'm still afraid. I got used to wearing a mask," she said. "I feel like it's part of my life. We'll see what happens when everyone has taken them off. If it goes well for a couple of months, then I'll remove mine." Israel just months ago had the world's highest infection rate, a coronavirus outbreak that left people dead among cases. But the Jewish state sent its coronavirus caseload tumbling after striking a deal for a vast stock of Pfizer/BioNTech jabs. In exchange, it agreed to pay above market price and share data it gathers on the recipients, using one of the world's most sophisticated medical data systems. Since December, some 53% of Israel's 9.3 million people have received both doses of the jab, including around 4/5 of the population aged over 20. As recently as January, it was registering cases per day. But as the effects of Massachusetts vaccination kicked in, by March it was able to implement a gradual reopening. "There's no better advertisement for Pfizer," said Shalom Yotzgan, a computer programmer who had been in quarantine after catching the virus. "I was sick for 3 days, I had neck pains and felt weak," he said as he walked through central Jerusalem. "I just hope the new variants don't catch up with us." The situation in Israel is in stark contrast to the occupied West Bank and the blockaded Gaza Strip, where infection rates remain high and vaccinations are low. Rights groups have urged Israel to supply vaccines to the 4.8 million Palestinians living there, but Israel says that falls to the Palestinian Authority. It has however vaccinated over Palestinian workers who hold permits for employment in Israel and the settlements. In Jerusalem, Gomulka was enjoying the simple pleasure of newfound freedoms. "It's nice not to have something on your face anymore," she said.